Ralph, you still in the trade?
Going live.
I'm about to get back in. Oh, he's going live.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I'm in this AWO. Let's see where it goes. Up $20 already.
Price-based capital work, then make money. If you want to lock your trade, also protect downside at the same time.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures and education and training program. This is an outreach of AmericanDreamTrading.com, and this is an early edition as we talked about yesterday. We are starting early today due to the FOMC meeting, which is going to start in 5 minutes. Actually, the results are going to be released in 5 minutes. So we'll see how the market reacts. I wanted to get together and see how that worked here. I wanted to see, and I don't know if this is going to work. Let me see. I got to get my other thing up here, my Bazinga, to see if we can listen in live on that also. Get the squawk box up maybe. The markets will react before you actually hear about it, but I'll give it a shot anyway, just for giggles. All right, let's see. Let's turn that squawk box on, and here we're going to turn that. I need an output so we can hear it, sorta. I don't know if we'll be able to hear it over the Zoom though. Let me see, do it this way, share sounds. Hopefully you can hear that when it happens. And we'll turn that up a hair. Might be a little aggravating, and it's connecting, waiting for results. All right, so we'll see if that works for us today. Hear the squawk, which is the Bazinga Pro live feed. They read off what's happening, so you may even hear stock callouts. Watching the S&P 500 for a reaction to the news. It comes right at the top of the hour, 2 o'clock Eastern time sharp. If you're not an experienced trader, you should not, and I repeat, should not be in a trade right now, because the markets can have a severe knee-jerk reaction to the news, and you don't want to be caught blinking and looking away, because it can destroy your account in a heartbeat if it goes against the way you're in. So wait for the market to settle down at 2 o'clock. There will be a reaction, if any. whether it's good news, bad news, or if it's indifferent, they may not do anything at all. They aren't expecting a rate change. So if they do not change the rate, markets probably just go, ho hum, and not do a thing, right? Depending on what the news release says. And then at 2:30, expect more volatility when the Fed, the governor, actually takes the podium and takes questions from the financial news reporters. So anyhow, we'll see what happens here. I don't know if we'll get this to play here or not live. I haven't heard anything talking. Usually they'd be calling out stuff by now, but I haven't heard anything. But anyway, we'll see what happens live as it happens. It may just everything go crazy. You never know. So we'll see what happens here. Anyway, don't be in this trade. This is a good way to wreck your account. Just watch. If you want to do anything, paper trade. Can't hurt your account that way. Load up your paper trade account. I would suggest one of the indices such as the S&P 500 ES or NQ with the NASDAQ and have it loaded up so that you can go long or go short and get everything preloaded. That way you only have to push one button to what's the word I'm trying to find? To execute the trade. That's the word I was trying for. All right. And see what happens, right?
1 minute to the Fed rate decision.
There you go. Could you guys hear that?
Yes,
Yeah, we
Mark.
could. Very clear.
Okay, so it is coming over that. TikTok, if you really want the better experience, I highly suggest you go to our YouTube channel. You should be able to hear it there also. YouTubers, did you hear that? If you did, type in a 1 if you would be so kind, so I could know if you heard it or not. If not, can't help that. You should have been able to. I'm sharing my computer sound off my computer, so if you heard that, type in a 1 on YouTube. Did you hear him say 1 minute till? We now have 20 seconds to the Fed's decision.
10
All right.
seconds.
So we'll be quiet. We're going in silence here and then listening. Watch ES or NQ for a market reaction. 10 seconds. You'll see it happen before you'll hear it.
Unchanged, 4.5%. Fed leaves the discount rate unchanged at 4.5%, keeps Fed funds rate unchanged at 4.25 to 4.5%. FOMC voted 12-0 for that decision. FOMC says uncertainty about economic outlook has diminished but remains elevated. Fed officials see Fed fund rate at a median of 3.9% at the end of 2025, 3.6% at the end of 2026, and 3.4% at the end of 2027, with 3% in the longer run. Cuts 2025 GDP growth projection to 1.4% from 1.7% in March. Raises 2025 unemployment forecast to 4.5% from 4.4% in March. Raises core PCE inflation forecast for 2025 to 3.1% from 2.8% in March. S&P futures moving a bit higher now, right now at 60.67, up about 29.
There you go. Fed rates unchanged, just as the market expected. A nothing burger.
Yeah, it was a nice pop on ES though. Holy moly.
I just made $22,880 on that news.
God dang it, Mark.
I think I got like 11 or 1200 in paper off that.
There you go. Now, you see how dangerous that is for all of you watching and playing at home? That's called the knee-jerk reaction to the news. The news was a nothing burger. The market shot clear up, and now it's dropped right back down almost to where it was at, which is on that white line down here. It was down here when it took off. So now that the knee-jerk reaction's over with, things are calling back down. Now it'll probably stay this way. Now it may start to go up a little bit or it may go down because there may be a lasting thing to it, right? I did play the up and I did play the down. I did the retraction on that. So anywho, that's how you play that. So That's how fast you can destroy your account. In literally seconds, you can destroy your account. That fast. And that's why you don't trade then, right? Because you don't know what they're going to say. The market expected a no change, and that's what they got. But that doesn't mean that, that's what's going to stay that way, right? So you just never really know, and that's why you sit on your hands during this FOMC meetings each and every time. So there you go. What site did I play that off of? Hudson asked. That I have a subscription to Bazinga Pro, and that's the Squawk box that's built into the subscription. So anyhow, now I'm into the downside here a little bit. I got it a little late. I'll take that right there and lock that in. See what I end up with here. I'll look here in a minute. But so I normally don't trade live while I'm talking, but couldn't resist the temptation today and lock that all in there. So anywho, that's how that works. So anyway, all right. That was the excitement for the top of the hour. You'll experience some more volatility later on, probably around 2:30, 2:35-ish, when he actually reads his statement. And then the reporters will start asking questions. So, and that's how we do that. This is how we do it. And again, it's going to be very volatile between now and 3 o'clock, at least probably till about 10 till 3, usually. About 20 minutes after Fed chairman starts speaking. And go from there. So, well, that was pretty good.
Yes, this is.
So what did we learn? We learned that you don't play that, right? For that very reason. For that volatility. You don't want to get caught up in that. All right. Sit here and watch this for a few minutes. Again, if this is your first time here today, make sure you click subscribe, like, share, give us a thumbs up over there on YouTube also. See, now you can see the market's down a little bit after the news, but it's just kind of sitting there. Just due to volatility, that's all it is. It'll probably teeter here for a while. So the news was a nothing burger. It came in as expected. And so anyhow, there it's coming down to a critical level, right? Is it going to keep going down? It's hard to say, But I wouldn't get too excited about it right now. Again, this is not a time to be trading, especially if you're inexperienced. It's a good way to wreck your account, right? So there's a nice gamma candle there, right? So is that going to pop back up through there? Who knows, right? So what do we do with gamma candles? When we see them big candle, well, that usually happens on a gamma candle. Well, you might get a retracement, right? So anywho, that was kind of fun, I guess, right? And there we go. So one of the reasons I wanted to go early so that you guys could see that and see what that could devastate you with, right? And that thing shot up. If you thought it was going to go down because the rates weren't going to get changed, which they didn't, then you could have wrecked your account, right? So don't do that. There's certain times you don't need to be in the markets. Power hour is one of them, right? So as you can see, it's still jostling around here, right? Down to 48, so it may shoot right back up to where it was at. You really don't know, right? It's just craziness. That's all it is. And if you're in here trying to scalp this in and out, it can move on you so fast that you may not be able to get out of your trades fast enough, right? So don't do it. No, not going to do it. Not going to do it. Stay out. I made that $22,880 and done. I am not going to give it back. It's going to be even more volatile now. I mean, as far as choppiness, probably. So why would I want to give any of that money I made in, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it was? Wasn't very long, was it? So, bang, bang, bang. How'd the rest of our paid members do? Who else paper traded that?
Bang, 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 bang.
And how did you do?
Went up, went down again, just came back up.
Did you make any money paper trading it?
36, 17, and 10 cents.
All right. There you go.
I got 11 or 1200 on that big pop, and then I scalped a little bit when it was down, scalped a little bit when it was bouncing up, bouncing down. Heck yeah,
How'd that feel?
fun. Feels great when there's volume, man. It's easy.
Yeah.
Taking candy from a baby.
There you go. Cha-ching. All right. So as Matthew would say.
All right, all right, all right.
There you go.
All right.
So, anywho, so next big thing will be, I had 100 contracts there, Shane, is what I had in there of ES. E-minis. So in that amount of time, bang, bang, bang. That's actually, I believe that's the first time I've done that, I think. I know I've paper traded it a couple times, but I've never done it with real money. And I just kind of, well, I think I said it yesterday to the paid members. I think I'm going to play that. I'm getting a little confident here. You know, I'm not scalping, and I'm a fairly decent scalper. I can get in and out, but you know, so whether you made, Shane made two contracts, made $60. Attaboy, Shane. That's how we do it. Good job, Shane. Good for you. Yeah. So anytime there's these big news events, economic events, always paper trade it, because it teaches you, you know, how to react to it. If you got to make an instantaneous decision, right? So always paper trade it. You don't have to use real money. Don't risk your real account doing this, right? And then over time, you know, down the road, you know, a year or two or three or whatever, down the road, when you get better with your trading and become more confident in what you're doing and in your execution, and you understand what these news events and how the markets could possibly react, then you can use real money. But that's down the road, right? That's not for everybody. Even Coach doesn't trade now, right? So yeah, do not use your real money. Do what Mark says, not what Mark does. There you go.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Look at YouTube. Look at YouTube chat.
Hang on here. I had the other one up. YouTube chat.
Coach didn't listen.
Coach.
S&P futures
Coach.
pulled back from the highs, now up about 14 following the Fed rate decision. Again, no change.
I did 22,880 and 50. What did it say? 50 cents. Yeah, 50 cents. There we go.
Fed removing a projected 2026 cut.
Now they're waiting till 2026 to make a cut. Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my. That's going to make somebody unhappy.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody a leader of the free world. Oh,
I know a certain president that's not going to be real thrilled with that.
Oh, well, we'll see what he says at the news conference, right? So when he's asked, you know, they talk out. I mean, if you listen to them very long and all, they talk out of both sides of their mouth, right? Well, we're not going to cut rates till 2026, but if market conditions change, you know, we will reevaluate at that time. That's how they do that, right? That way, no matter what happens, they're always right. You know,
No way to tell what the market conditions are going to be like between now and, you know, another year. So who
Exactly.
knows?
A lot of things can happen in the world, right? And James, this ain't a race. He says the race is on between me and Coach. No, Coach was sitting there. Anyway, so that was interesting. So now we'll wait till around 2:30. Mr. Powell will take the stand, the podium, I should say, not the stand, the podium, to give his written statement as it is, and then he will then start taking questions. There is a website, a federal website. Yeah, Coach, that's what we were just saying. I just heard that on the squawk. Oh, yeah, we might not cut rates till 2026. That's not going to make somebody happy today. He probably spit out his coffee when he heard that. So, anyway.
I have a feeling he probably already knew.
Well, I don't know. Not supposed to. That would be insider information, and we know that doesn't happen.
Not at all. Never.
Never. So anyway, now we're hanging around VWAP here, seeing what's going on, right? Is it going to reject? Is it going to shoot back up? You know, my guess they're going to play around with this a little bit, right? So. It's like you say, it's just consolidated now. Now people are just playing around a little bit, waiting on it, right? All right. Doug. I think the Cybertruck would win every time there, Doug.
We have a smart coming. Should we shut it off?
Yes, please. And I had tech call and he wanted to do some testing on it. So
Open mic, Doug. Open mic.
Update.
no, it's good to go now.
Okay.
Get that testing done. They want it. They want their stuff. There we go. I did the same thing, Coach. Hammered it off the VWAP. What do we do? Right? Play the levels now. Bebop around and make a money. Be $2,600, $2,635 off of that bounce, as a matter of fact, off of VWAP. He was a little late on the clicking, but I get it. Go. All right. What else we got? Questions about the FOMC. Anybody out there playing at home? How did you do? Any questions about that? So we're about 15 quarter hour away from him taking the podium. So you can watch the, I don't know if they really show it so much on the financial news networks on the old TVs. The government website also has it. You can watch it there. They have their own website. You can watch a live feed there also, right? Everybody, you should watch it at least once just to see what goes on so you're familiar how it happens. Watch the market here starting between 2:30 and about 10 till 3. Most of the hard-hitting questions will get asked pretty much in the first 10, 15 minutes. So between 2:35 and 2:15 usually, you may see some movement in the markets, right? So it just depends. It's pretty much a nothing burger. He's very well educated. He's very careful on what he says when he is asked questions by the press. So unless he would happen to grossly misspeak, don't expect a whole lot more out of the market either, right? Now, if he does make a statement, forward-looking statements is what they will do. And we've already heard that they're not want to make any rate cut changes maybe until next year. So let's see. We will see. All right. All right. There we go. Playing off these levels here. See how this is just bouncing there. If you aren't making money off these levels, you don't have your charts charted out, right? You could be playing these bounces up and down and all around. Mark, how long have you been with Coach? Over 2.5 years. It was the end of I started in beginning of January, 2 3 years ago. So that plus now, so starting of my 3rd year, so 2.5 plus. Anyway, doesn't happen all the time. I got 2 times off VWAP there, Coach. Coach is over there in the YouTube live chats. Everybody say hi to Coach. The one with the American Dream Trading.
Coming up in less than 15 minutes, the FOMC press conference.
Yes, we know that. Well, I already told my people that. You're a little slow on the trigger there, Mr. Squawk Box guy. So I'm in here just plinking around, grabbing with these up and downs here a little bit. It's trying to stay above this level this time, so see what happens here. Do a quickie scalp up to the 200 maybe on a 1-minute chart. Dot plot shows 8 participants seeing 2 rate cuts this year, 2 seeing 1 cut, 7 seeing none. Look at that. See that? There's breaking news right there's the headline. FOMC dot plot. That's where each one of them put their information in. And so 2 wanted a rate cut this year, 2 seeing 1 cut, 7 seeing none. All right. Net message only slightly more hawkish. I got to get my eagle. I keep forgetting to get my eagle. I don't have an eagle. I got a cow though. Is that close? Is that close to an eagle? No, I don't think so. Anyway, now we're just going to sit here. We're going to quit bouncing around. VWAP's got tighter here. So we'll see what happens. Anyhow, what do we want to do here? Okay, let me see. It's just going to bounce around. Again, it's going to just hang around. They could just go ahead and play this, run it up if they want, you know, right now. So, well, they do that. I don't know. Let's watch for the bounce off of the 200 here and a rejection, and then go to the downside. Maybe you can do both ways on that, right? See what happens here. 60-60 is a rejection area. Is it going to pull? Let's see. And there we go. I'm back in it. So hard to get to the downside. Am I going to get any downside movement? Come on. Come on. One little pop more. Come on. Go back halfway. Come on. Halfway. I'll cash in halfway down. Oh, right there. I'll cash that in. Cha-ching. For the cash. All right. Made 31, a little over 3,000 between the up and the down on them too. That ain't bad. Bad day's work. Right. All right. Yeah, Andre, when you going to come over here, buddy, and get that membership? We do have some promos going. If you buy a 1-year VIP, you get 6 months of gold for free. If you get a 6-month of VIP, you get 3 months of gold for free. And then they renew at their regular price. We also have our premium. You can get 2 days for free. Come in and kick the tires, look around. And after that, then you'll be billed at the monthly rate of $125 a month. What are you waiting on? There's that and more promotions available over at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Go check it out now. Here we are hanging around VWAP again. All right, are we going to want to pull down this time? Go down and play the downside of VWAP? Well, yeah, I will. Let's come back down to that 51 level. That would make me happy. I'm on 51. There's no big wall there saying it's going to go that far. We've got one at 52. It's only halfway down there, but we'll see here. I got my finger on the button. Let's see what we can do here. This is scalping fun. There we go. Come on, pull down there. Go down to that 51. There's orders down there, 51s. I'm seeing 50s at the bottom of the L2. There we go, 49s down there. Let's go.
Summoned Swiss envoy in Tehran as representative of U.S. interests to protest Trump's provocative remarks.
Something about that over sandbox overseas there. I didn't catch it because I was talking. So how low can we go? There's some 49s down there. I don't know if that is going to go much lower than
shares of Gilead pulled back from the highs now at 108.33, up about 33 cents. Hit a high of 111.78 on that FDA approval news. Now pulled back considerably from the highs. That's GILD.
Now he's just talking other stocks. Yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. Coach says, like taking candy for my baby. Hey, I don't have a baby. I got to get the baby sound too. Remind me of that. I got to write myself a note. I don't have the eagle, the screeching eagle. I don't have the baby. I haven't heard Coach even play. You haven't even played the baby song for a while, Coach, have you? I need the baby. I need the eagle. I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones that I need to that I don't have on there. Now it's going to trapped here in the middle. All right. Uh-oh. Coach says he's going to be selling some more of his tech. Check out the tech channel in the Discord for some great deals on some fantastic lightly used tech equipment. Could be anything. It could be cell phones. It could be tablets. It could be laptops. It could be full-blown computers. It could be spy glasses. You never know. He's got all that stuff. I think Coach is a secret agent. He's got all that high-tech stuff. So look for the tech channel, Tech for Sale tomorrow in the Discord. Head on over to AmericanDreamTrading.com. Scroll way about halfway down our webpage there, and you will see a link to join our free Discord. I'm not sure, is the tech under the free section or not? I don't believe it is it? I'd have to fire it up. I don't have it opened up right now. Well, let's see if it wants to break below this level here since I didn't get in, or does it want to bounce up? Let's see here. Is it going to pull? There's some 48s down there. Might want to go get. Come on. No big orders. Drag it below this 51 level. It's a strong level anyway. There's no real big orders down there. Drag it down. Everybody's just waiting and seeing anyway. So yeah, 49's holding. It's nothing strong there to pull back. Still got the orders at 50. It might come down to, but that 51 level on ES is very strong support level. Historical levels. Anyway. Oh, Coach is going to have a Galaxy S25 Ultra Flip 6, Fold 6. Coach can't make up his mind whether he wants to flip it or fold it. So he's got a Flip 6, a Fold 6, an Oppo Fine NS. I don't have any clue what that is. Ooh, an iPad Pro 12.9, iPad Pro 11, M4 MacBook Pro. Ooh, I'd like to have that. M3. Yeah, I already got it. I got enough of that stuff. And a couple of AR glasses. He has 4 to 5 pairs now. I told you he's a secret agent. He's always going around looking. So check that out and more tomorrow in the Discord. All right. Let's see what happens here at this level. Are you going to pull or what? I'd like to see you pull below that 50, 51 mark. That'd be nice. There's 49 still holding there. No big orders on the L2. It's showing here that it wants to pull down here. I'm watching the bottom of the L2, this 49. There's 49 orders there. There's nothing really large here, no large orders that would signify it wants to pull down. I think people are just waiting to see anyway right now to hear what the Fed chairman was going to say here at the press conference, even though that we already know what they're going to do, which was nothing. Rates remain unchanged and possible no rate change for the rest of the year. Well, we will see about that, right? So, get a little bit better view for you here on TikTok. I guess I could slide this over a little bit. That would probably be better. Do it that way. There we go. All right. Let's see. Look at that pull. There it goes. What do we got down there? Now we got some orders down there. 46. Come on, baby. Get down there. 46. Come on. Come on. Let's get it. Get it. Yep. And they're throwing orders back in again. They just wanted to tease a little bit there. So, and why I looked away, it pulled back up on me. I didn't lock in them profits like a dummy. Got to pay attention. You got to be laser focused. You can't be distracted. And I got distracted there. I looked at over here at the other screen for whatever reason. So, all right. We're about 5 minutes away now from the chairman taking the seat. As you can see, this is just chopping around for right now. Can you make money off this? Yes, yes, I can. Coach has taught us how to do it, right? So yes, we can. Coach teaches us how to make money when the markets go up, how to make money when the markets go down, and how to make money when the markets go sideways even. Imagine that. That is my Apple Vision Pro. Oh, are you selling that too, Coach? You giving that away, are you? Huh? I don't think you are. I think you love them things too much. All right, active VWAP again. Are we going to have a bounce off VWAP here? More than likely, right? We'll see what happens. Does it pause or does it blow through? Then you got the 200 up above the 55 line. You know, it's up there at the, whatever this is, 200 is at 56. So that'll be your limiter probably to the upside. If you're not careful, you can make a few dollars there, right? If it wants to go up there. Probably does it because there's double tops up there anyway. Let's see if it wants to blow through there. Play that up to the 200 MA. Take your profits, get out of town, right? Lock it in. All right. Yeah, I didn't figure you'd sell that Vision Pro. You love them things too much. All right. Here we go. Come on, go up there. Just get a little bit of pop so I can get a little bit more money out of you. Let's go. One pop. Pop, pop, pop. Let's go. One pop. All right, heck with you. You're going to sit there? I'm out. I ain't playing around. Out, out, out. All right. Other questions, comments? In 3 minutes, the Fed chairman will be taking the podium. We will have, why's my YouTube like that? I'm gonna refresh that or something here. Got the old backwards over there. My YouTube's froze up. There we go. On my end, not your end. There we go. There we be. All right, 2.5 minutes. You should start hearing stuff from the Squawk Box again. What is going on here? These are getting little glitches here somewhere in my interwebs. There we go. All is good again. And we're still having the little bounces. So we'll see here what Mr. Bazinga guy says. If anything. He will try to say whatever he hears from the Fed speaker as it happens. Again, it's not like being there, but it's the closest thing there is without watching it live yourself. You can watch it at one of the Fed governor's websites if you want to watch it live streaming yourself. I didn't think ahead of time to load that up to share that with you here, and I don't know if there's any. I guess it is publicly available. I don't know if there's any legal ramifications for sharing a video off the internet or not, so I just won't do it. We'll just listen to the, I pay for this subscription, so it's legal for me if I want to share it, I guess. So don't know if it's legal to share another government site, but probably is. My taxes paid for it, right? So. All right, 1 minute away. That's assuming he starts on time, which he usually does. Unless there's a protester there to disrupt things. That's happened before, too. I hope not. Just get to the task at hand. Can we get on with the task at hand, please? Come on.
Fed Chair Powell begins his press conference.
There we go. Can you at home playing at home hear this? If you can, type a 1 in there, please, in your chat box there on your social media, if you would, for me, please, so I can know if you can hear it. Thank you, Al Supo and Big Red over there on TikTok. Thank you very much for your feedback. Thank you, Hudson.
Benzenga Pro Squawk has disconnected.
All right. Waiting on more of a feed here. And my feed stopped for some reason.
Benzinga Pro Squawk has reconnected.
There we go. Squawk disconnected. All right. Wait for this to catch up here and see if it does. All right. And I'll also, if we don't hear it, I can read it off Bazinga what he says, but pretty much already said what he was going to say. So, yeah, it's not playing right now, Hudson. Waiting on him to say something.
Powell said PDFP, which excludes net exports, grew at a solid rate. Powell said the economy is in a solid position. Sentiment soured, reflecting trade policy concerns. Powell said trade swings have complicated GDP measurement. Unemployment has stayed in a narrow range, low. Labor market broadly in balance. Labor market not a source of inflation. Powell said labor conditions consistent with maximum employment.
There's the yes responding to his verbal statements. TikTok, YouTube, can you hear us?
Bloomberg reporting Microsoft planning thousands more job cuts aimed at salespeople. Michael Sandy Foxtrot Tango. Powell estimates total PCE prices rose 2.3%, core 2.6% in May. Near-term inflation expectations have moved up. Tariffs the driving factor. Most measures of long-term inflation expectations consistent with 2% inflation.
S&P's pausing. It's back to its pre-market high now on the S&P. Yes. That's why there's a pause right there. That's a critical level for the day. How do I know that? Because coaches do indicators tell me that. There's a little thing here. You may not be able to see it playing at home. It says pre-market high right there. Right where it paused. Magical how them coaches indicators work. They come with your paid membership. VIP, VIP Gold, Diamond, Futures, or Crypto paid memberships. And of course, we got that other 66.5 level, whatever, 66 level, where there's a double top there, right?
Powell said effects of tariffs will depend on level. Increases this year will likely weigh on economic activity and push up inflation.
People taking a profit. And I'm
Powell
riding it
said
to the upside.
avoiding
Now I'm riding it to the downside.
persistent inflation ultimately
moly,
depends on
coach.
keeping long-term
Coach,
inflation
call the Brinks.
expectations
Call Brinks.
well anchored.
Coach, call Brinks for me. Bam!
All right, all right, all right.
What do we do on big gig candles there, paid members? What do we do on the big gamma candles?
50% retracement. Said without price
There you
stability
go.
cannot achieve long periods of low unemployment.
You know what we just all did there, people playing at home? That's what we did. Why? Because Coach trains us on what to do on gamma candles.
For the time
Expect a
being,
50%
well positioned to
retracement.
wait to learn more before considering.
Does it happen
policy
every single
adjustments.
time? No, but statistically, a lot of the times. You can fool some of the people some of the time, whatever. How's that saying go? But you can't fool mom. Well, you can't fool us here at ADT because Coach educates us on how to capitalize on that. Look at that. Is that like 50% of that gamma candle yet? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Sure.
How are you not amazed? Huh? Are you?
Are you not entertained?
There you go.
Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Where do we learn how to do all this stuff at anyway?
Powell said Fed's policymaker projections are subject to uncertainty, which is unusually elevated.
.com. I need a Brinks truck. It's too bad I wasn't playing the market earlier today, or I got up this morning to play the market. It's okay. We're doing good. Making up for it now. If there were only one place. There is only one place.
Powell said projections are not a plan.
AmericanDreamTrading.com. All other places are cheap imitations. They can't even do that right. Who do you want to listen to? Some random dude on the internet or a random dude on the internet with 33 years of experience in the markets who's been around?
Powell said after
American Dream
framework
Trading
review
for
is
4 years
wrapped in
now.
late summer, will consider any changes to communications.
Don't see any big orders on ES that wants to pull it up or down at the moment. Watching these contract sizes over here. Right now it just shows it wants to consolidate. I'm just watching for a big order to pop in here that may indicate it want to act like a magnet and pull it up or down. Right now you're in the tight squeeze. We're stuck between VWAP and the 200 and all the other indicators. That's a tough spot to be in. However, it'd be a good spot to be whatever it breaks in on one side or the other, if it breaks to the upside or the downside. But you want to wait for that break and hold above the 200 or break and hold below VWAP before making a ginormous play, if that's what you want to do. Will it shoot back up? I don't know. It hasn't broken held up there yet, has it? Well, I don't know. Oh, what is that? What do we call that kind of candle there, folks? What do we call that? What do we call that? Oh, we would call that a gamma candle, wouldn't we? Oh,
Powell said that 3 months of favorable
let's see.
inflation readings and welcome news.
What do we do with gamma candles? What's the rule with gamma candles? Well, this one may not go. It did go down about 30%. It's close, but no cigar. It's okay.
Powell said expects to see more in goods inflation this summer. Takes some time for tariffs to work way to consumer. Beginning to see some tariff. Expect more in coming months. Tariff effects expect more in coming months.
Easy for you to say. And I just screwed myself on that trade. I had a mechanical error. I gave up profit. Oops. That's why you don't trade and train at the same time. Hit the wrong button.
Powell said many companies expect to put some or all of tariff effect through to ultimately the consumer. Appropriate to hold where we are as we learn more. Policy in a good place.
He's probably about done reading his statement. He'll start taking questions here shortly. Unless he is already. I'm assuming he's still reading. I don't know.
Powell said well positioned to react to developments.
Big sell or buy order 60-60. There we go. It blew right through that. I think here. Let's see here. 60-61.
Powell said can't assume inflation will just move up and then back down as projections show.
Somebody's not going to be happy in the executive branch. They'll have plenty of talking points, I'm sure. Not a big social media person, but tonight ought to be interesting. If it isn't already. Know him, he's probably commenting on his comments as they happen live. All right. See if this can break up here above the regression channel on Coach's indicators. That would be this green line right here. See if it can break and hold above that. That may indicate some motion to the upside. We'll see what happens here. Now we're up at the double top. We're at a critical level there, right? Oh, is it going to break above that? Oh, is this going to be confirmation up there? Ho, ho, ho. Here we go. Strong move to the upside. Now we got to play our levels, right? And we also have this
S&P
increased
futures
volatility.
moving
so
again higher now. Up
lock in
about
your profits, move
30.
up your stops, do everything. Listen to the sound of Coach's voice. I'm going to lock in profit right there. Just because it paused for a little bit, I can re-enter. Scalpy scalp. See what happens here at this level, 68.
Powell said, I'm
Wants to
looking
pull
at
back
a
to
Fed
68
policy
here
path
temporarily.
projections focus
We'll
on
see
near
here
term,
on
hard
this
to
little bit of a
forecast
pullback
longer
here.
term.
Should happen, and that's probably it right there. We'll see what happens here. There's your 68. 68 and a quarter is another big buy-in. We'll see here. Are we going to
Powell
move
said
up?
adapting in
Or are we
real
going to
time
reject?
to estimates of how high tariffs will be.
I want to watch it hold this 66.5, 67 level here as support, 66.75. Support. If not, they may be taking some profits if this doesn't bounce off of this 66. And come on, bounce off there. There we go. It's holding right here. Hold, hold. Nothing says get out of this trade yet. Hold, 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 hold. Trust it. Trust your levels. Trust your indicators. Do I trust my indicator? And that's the line in the sand for me right there. Is it going to stay there or is it not? We'll see, huh? We shall see. It teased a little bit. Now it's mixed between buyers and sellers there, right? Has it broken held below that 66.50 line yet? No, it has not. That is the top of the regression channel.
Powell said uncertainty peaked in April.
Big sell order at 68.5 down there.
And has come
69
down.
now. So that'll scare some people off a little bit. We'll see what happens here. Might want to pull down because that guy showed his hand there on that order, or that orders for them contracts down there. So it may want to watch here and see what happens. This is going to be probably consolidate here because that big order was, it's gone. Well, that big order that was there is gone. They pulled that order out. So we'll see what happens now, if we get a little pop or not. There was a huge order, like 257 contract order there that showed its head, but now it's gone. So we'll see what happens here. In some consolidation chop right now. Patience, patience, patience. Don't know whether it's going up or down at this point. Contract sizes have now equaled out, so you really don't know which way this is going to go. There's the 9, right? There you go. See how fast that can happen to you?
Yeah, that was a big, big old drop.
Mm-hmm. What do we do on gamma candles? What do we do with gamma candles? Especially when they hit critical levels or indicators. Let's go. Who's your daddy? Coach. Coach is my daddy. Oh.
Coach, my daddy. You hear me, Coach? Is he listening?
Yeah, he said, who's your daddy? Oh, that was Coach that said that. Okay.
Daddy, daddy.
And what did it do? It stopped right at our critical level, did it not? Look at that.
Powell said housing situation is a longer run problem. Can perhaps see slow continued cooling in the labor market, but nothing that's troubling.
Down to VWAP we go. 55. Down to 55. We're going to get 55. Huh? Can we hit that? VWAP, there's that level at 55. Is it going to bounce off that before it hits VWAP? Probably, because they're so close together. And there you go. That's how you make money. Cha-ching. Let's see if it bounces back off this and tries to test VWAP again. Or the 55.75 line, whatever you want to call it there. They're both close to the same. Might as well call them one and the same. Yes, sirree, Bob. Hey, what would Matthew say right now?
All right, all right, all right.
What would the Kool-Aid guy say right now? Oh, yeah. There you go.
Powell said no one holds rate path projections with a great deal of conviction.
I don't know. It seems to me two of your guys wanted to have 2 rate cuts this year. So which is it? Make up your mind. Chop zone. Chop suey. Chop, 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 chop.
Powell said can make a case for any of the rate paths in the projections. Remember how much uncertainty we face.
By the way, looking at ES, how did the Russell fare? Because they're the ones that really wanted to know or see a rate cut, right? Small cap corporations, because they need it to fund their corporations' daily operations. Look how choppy they are. Whew. Didn't play that one. Chop, chop. Anything else react? Oil market go anywhere? Not really. It's still up. Gold don't care. What about the euro? Did it do anything? A little choppy consolidation there. We'll just stick with the ES and NQ.
Powell know that the time will come when we'll have more confidence.
Time will come. There's talking out of both sides of your mouth.
Gold is diving hard, Mark.
Yeah.
There's a big level at 34.01.
Yeah, I'd watch that 3,400
Powell
level.
said
That's
as
very
long
strong.
as
Very,
we
very strong.
have the kind of labor market we have and inflation's coming down,
Versus strong
right
there,
thing to
Luke.
do is to hold rates.
3,400.
Expect to learn a great deal more over the summer.
Ooh,
Oh,
breaking
Matt.
it.
Call it, Matt. I'm up 100 already.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
There it is, 3,400, like I called it. What's it
Powell
doing
said
there?
at some point it will become clear.
Big game candle there, Matt. What do you do with that, buddy?
Wait for 30%.
Not a financial investment or tax advice, but just asking. Oh, look, it bounced right off my critical level that I had. Do historical levels matter, Matt? Yeah, I don't think
I've got Mark 3400, 3401, 3402, just like the
Powell
whole
said
area.
don't know where tariffs will settle out, highly uncertain.
Let me know if it goes below
Powell said on rate
3,400
cuts
and
it could
stays
come
there.
quickly, it could come not quickly.
There you go. Coach got to trade by himself, got to make himself a couple dollars. Isn't life good, Coach? Life is so good.
Hey, Mark,
Yes, sir.
where could I learn how to trade like you guys?
There's some old guy on TikTok you can check out. He's live from 9 to 11 daily. It's over at American Dream Trading channel.
Powell said need to see some actual data to make decisions.
That would be Coach Chad Christian, founder of, owner of, manager of, incorporated of AmericanDreamTrading.com. Well, what are you going to do? You're going to come down to this bounce clear through VWAP this time, or are you just teasing us? You want to go back down to that 51? Come on, go back down 60, 51. There's no big orders down there, but you know, you never know. Anyhow, let's kill it. Come on, get down there. Man, I had that one mechanical error. Man, that took a lot of money. That hit me hard. I haven't paid attention. I mean, all right. Don't get me wrong. I'm doing very well. But
Powell said had strong support for today's decision.
coming down that bottom of the regression channel and that level at 51 that I called out probably not more than 40 seconds ago. That is how we do it. Yes, sirree, Bob.
Powell said rate path differences reflect diversity of economic forecasts, including inflation. As we get more data, the differences in rate forecasts will be smaller.
Thank you, Coach. Glad you got time to sit back and make money on your own without distractions. Thanks for joining us, Coach, for why we made money together here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. No, we're not done.
Powell said split in projections may also reflect differences in assessments of risks.
Are you going to keep coming teasing this 51 or are you going to break through it? I'll keep scalping you back and forth if that's what you really want me to do. You're just making me work for it. That's all. You could just go ahead and break through to 50 and 48, 46. That would be nice. At least 60, 50, get down below the regression channel. Come on, you can do it. Tired of this bouncing. You're getting too predictable. It's like taking candy from a baby, as Coach would say, right? All right. Go. Don't want to break that level. What's so magical about that level? It's just a strong support level. Come on. I like making money to the downside. Let's go. Yeah, now we're going to be approaching power hour on top of it, right? We're going to test that. We're going to test this regression line here this finally one time. Come on, break through it this time. Don't tease us, just do it. Get down there to 48. There's 47s down there. See, look at that tease. Look at that.
Powell said if we just look backward at data, you would want rates closer to neutral, but we expect a meaningful amount of inflation in the coming months. Can take time to see how large inflation effects will be. We have to be forward looking. We will make smarter decision if we wait a couple of months.
In other words, he's chicken. Just drop the rates. If you got to raise them, go ahead and raise them later. How's that? That would upset the market, wouldn't it? Oh, here we go. You going to stay here this time, or are you just going to be a big gamma candle? I don't have to play both ways. There we go.
Russell's
There's the 45 right there. That's what we were looking for. There we go. That's how you make a money. That's how you make a money. Money.
Russell's
money,
breaking the level, Mark.
What's that?
Russell.
Oh, I ain't looking at the Russell. It's too choppy. I'm playing ES.
They're breaking a triple bottom.
Oh, is it? ES is down here also. Can't see the next levels here. I need to squish this in a little bit. There we go. There's a level right here I got to watch. Right? Right here, which is where it's at right now. So we might get a bounce off of that. We'll see.
Powell said the economy has been resilient. Part of that is our stance.
What are you going to do? Are you going to pull? Are you going to play around? You're going to bounce off that regression channel back down again? Come on, you can do that. Go right back down there. Look at that. Oh, isn't that glorious? I'll lock in them profits right there because I'm just scalping. Hey, make $1 here, make $1 there. If it pauses, I'm locking it in. Scalp. Now, do you want to go down further? Do we want to end the day on a nice down note before going in? By the way, the markets are closed tomorrow. Technically, it's a federal holiday here in the
Powell said
United
not thinking
States of
about
America.
future after chair
What are we
term
going to do
ends.
here? Here's a double bottom. Are you going to bust through that? I bet you don't. I bet you bounce back up off there. We'll see here. What are you going to do? You going to bounce up or not? The double bottom, see that right here? Calls on support. Right? Let's see what happens. Can we make money off a bounce here? Well, we sure can. It's in a tough spot though right now. It's in there's that regression channel. It might be pulling the rest of the way down. We'll see what happens here. See if it wants to pop back up there and tease us again. Because I bought calls on support. That's what I'm hoping happens.
Powell said supply and demand in the labor market have kept unemployment rate in a reasonable place.
Come on. What are you going to do?
Powell said well along in framework review process.
Let's see any big orders to the downside there. Let's see, what do we got? Anything? No, there's some 36s there now. There's some 34s. That'll pull her down. There we go. That'll pull it down to you. There you go. New York session low. London low is down there also. We'll see what happens. There we go. 35s are down there. Come on. You want that 35? There you go. That's how we do it. Right there. Bang. Cha-ching. There we go.
Bang bang.
Powell
bang.
said today we talked at
You
high
are
level
watching
about
a
improving
master at work.
communication, including
Bang, bang.
changes to SEP.
Coming down to a gold level at the 760.27 level. Careful. See that down there? That's ways down there yet, but be careful down there around that 27 mark on ES. They're going to see that now. We're at the low for the day here, obviously. See what
Powell
happens.
said in the fall, we'll talk more in detail about changes
Some
to communications.
31s. We want to see some 29s down there
We'd
on the
only
bottom of the
implement
L2.
communications changes
Indicate it
that
might
have
want to
broad
pull
support
back
and improved
further,
clarity.
or not. We'll see what happens here. It's thinking about it. You can see the bid and price, the bid and ask. They're fighting here. These little fine lines, if you can see them on your screen. They're fighting over which way they want to go with that. Let's see if it stays below this 35.5 indicator here as we play around. All right, here we go. There's some 29s. Oh, look at that big order at 30. Ooh, oh, yes. Oh, what would the Kool-Aid guy say? Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Wow, what a nice drop. Holy moly.
And what did I say was going to go to and bounce? What did I say? What is that gold level that I called out? What happened at that gold level? Tell me. Tell me what happened. Come on.
It bounced.
Come on.
You are watching a master at
There
work.
you go. Where did I learn how to do that?
American Dream Trading. Dot.
Come. Now I screwed up right there. I didn't play the up on that. I was getting out of the trade right before it hit it. So that's a gold level that I've had marked on there. Does historical levels matter? That's who knows when I put that on there. Look at that wick. Here, let me blow this up for you doubting Thomases. Right? Look at that. Wick come right down there. Bam! I'm no genius. I'm just using the training the coaches gives us every day. Listen to the sound of his voice. He teaches us. Know what your historical levels are. Play your levels. You can use the
S&P
L2 as a...
futures continue falling here, down now about 7. Powell said compared to September 2024, when we cut rates, inflation forecast for the current year is for higher inflation from tariffs.
Now I don't know what we're going to do here because this is down here to gold level. And again,
Powell said since December, we've learned tariffs will be
looking to
larger
see if
than
this wants to pull
forecasted.
back down there and test that again. I don't see the L2 showing me that it really wants to. It might though. TikTok here to quit. Look at that wick touch that same line again. Yes. Amazing. It's amazing. If it breaks below that, oh yeah, we're going somewhere. We're going to go down. There's 26s. We see some 20. If I see these numbers below 26, if I start seeing 26s in here, I'm going to get excited to the downside. I don't see that yet. Just watching. Again, that's not orders.
Powell
Those
said
orders
best
are
thing
placed, but
Fed
not
can do
filled,
is deliver
so
price
you
stability
only
and
put a
full
little
employment.
bit of weight on them, but you know, it's encouraging you when you see people selling off. You see them numbers pile up. But it bounced off that gold level twice. Here's the third try, maybe. Yeah, look at that.
Powell said
No.
Policy
What
is
are you gonna
now
do here?
modestly
You
restrictive,
gonna bounce
not
or
very
break?
restrictive.
What do we do on support? There's what we do. We make money. That's what we do.
Powell said we'll take confidence that inflation is coming down. Without tariffs, that confidence would be building.
Calls on support, puts on resistance, or in our case in the futures, longs on support, shorts on resistance. Right? Right?
That's right.
There you go.
I'm having like a long, it's taking forever to close positions on TradingView. It's like
Yeah,
there's
me too.
a
It's like a
30-second
delay, right?
delay. You guys experience that?
Yeah.
I'm trading directly on Webull myself right now.
I may have to do that.
This is what you
Look
call
at that ATR in the ash.
this is what you call channel trading. You got a gold level. This thing keeps bouncing off, and it's trapped between that and a historical level at 35.50-ish. Give or take a couple ticks. Mm,
29
Deet,
ATR.
deet. What do you think, TikTok? What do you think of this coverage of this live
That's
FOMC meeting? What do you think?
Restore 2%
Think it's
inflation on
exciting?
global
Think it's a waste of
sustainable
time?
basis.
Did you
Also,
learn something new?
saying
What
the
up?
best thing
Tell
Fed
me
can do is deliver
in the
price
comments.
stability and full employment.
Give me some feedback over there, TikTok. Same way over there on YouTube. What do you think about this FOMC coverage? Did you like it? Did you make some money? Did you learn something new? Are you thoroughly
WOLF
confused?
still seeing Wolf Speed right now at the low of the day, down 29.2% to 88 cents a share. Wolf Speed shares trading lower. Following reports suggesting the company is nearing a bankruptcy deal with lenders, including Apollo. That's Whiskey, Oscar, Lima, Foxtrot, WOLF.
The heck? They changed speakers or what?
Also, CPAY Corpay, also the low of the day, down 3.4% to $316.25 a share. And Corpay shares trading lower after Coinbase announced the launch of its Coinbase Payments stablecoin payment stack. That is Charlie Papa Alpha Yankee CPAY.
First, I thought it was one of our members talking. They must have changed
Hey,
speakers.
that speaker sound like me, don't it?
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. It was one of our members. Like, whose voice is that? Yeah, I'm shutting it off now anyway. Pal's done speaking, apparently. I killed it. Some other, never heard that guy's voice before on there. They have multiple ones. I've never heard that gravelly voice before, though. It was different. So what are we doing now here? Oh, we're going to let it go upside now during power hour or what? Let's see if we can break and hold above this 9. We're back on the other side of the regression channel now at the bottom. Still at the bottom of the channel. Let's see if we can play it up to the top a little bit. All right, if that's where it wants to go. What's the trend, though? The trend is your friend, and the trend is to the downside. Oh, Powell's still speaking? Okay, thanks, Hudson. All right. All right. Well, I can turn Squawk back on. I don't know if they're going to... Hey, pretty much all the good questions probably already been asked anyway, quite honestly.
And also the labor market is not crying out for a rate cut.
Gold is tanking, guys.
Well, ES is climbing to the moon right now. I'm now 6 digits.
A really nice bounce, huh?
Yeah, I didn't get the whole thing, though. I didn't get it back till it got up to about 2/3 of the way up on that first green candle. But I'll tell you what, this is so volatile. I'd just take my ball and go home here, huh?
More from Fed Chair Powell. Business people are working their way through this. Feels more positive than it did 3 months ago.
Well, then cut the rates, you then, you goofball. So why do we even care about interest rates? Well, small cap corporations such as those in the Russell and smaller depend on bank loans for daily operations, for expansion, for stock buyback, whatever. They just keeping the place, the lights on sometimes, right? Mom and pop shops, they have to lines of credit that they use, right? People with second and third and fourth, fifth mortgages usually have variable interest rates. So when their interest rates are up, guess what? They're paying more money out every month and maybe even losing their properties and stuff over it that they put up for collateral. It increases the cost of borrowing. Again, now when they drop rates or even raise rates,
that's DraftKings. DraftKings at a high of the day, up almost 4% to $39.63.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about DraftKings. We'll just go ahead and kill this.
That is
all right. The cost of borrowing goes up. It costs companies more, so that passes on. Where are they going to pass that cost to? They're going to pass it on to us as consumers, right? Higher costs create, drives inflation up, yada, yada, yada. Or the costs are so high that they can't sell nothing. So they end up laying people off, and that hurts the job market, so on and so forth. So the sad thing is when they do cut rates or raise rates, it takes generally close to 6 months before there's even any effect on the market that's measurable, that you can see, in other words, right? So it's not like, oh, they cut the rates a quarter of a point, in other words, 0.25%, and the houses are suddenly cheaper. That isn't how it works, right? That is the Fed rate, which is what they charge banks to borrow money. Then the banks charge whatever they want to, so many points above that. And usually, especially if you go buy a house or a business or something, that'll be spelled out in your contract. It'll say prime plus or minus, whatever, right? Points. So here we got some chop, chop, chop. I think I might just stop here. This is just getting a little bit choppy. I don't know. I don't want to give any of this back. I'm at $110,630 for the Fed meeting. Now, I did have 1,600 and something prior to this that I did this morning briefly. So, still.
That's so awesome, Mark. That's freaking surreal.
That's what 100 contracts trading at one time will do for you.
Yep.
Now, I don't know how much I lost, but I know it was bigly. I hit the wrong button, and I didn't know it. Well, because I wasn't watching close enough. I was looking at the other monitor, and I turned my head away thinking I was out of it. And here I was. I added to my position in the wrong way, right? So it cost me, I don't know how much. I mean, I think I caught it fairly quick, but all I saw was my P&L going down. I don't know what it was or how much it was without going back and looking. I did have a couple red trades involved in that, though. So I still had red trades. So even in that mess, I tried to scalp too quick, and the time I hit the button, it pulled away right as it was processed. So, anywho. That was kind of fun, actually. Now, don't be taking that as something you should be doing. Again, I have experience. I still don't consider myself an experienced trader, but I kind of am, I guess. I don't know, right? 2.5 years, whatever, plus. I don't know. Learned a lot. I don't know what your definition of an experienced trader is. I have experience. Am I consider myself an experienced trader? I don't know. I think that's kind of pushing it. Now, if I had 33 years in the business, that would be a different story, right? So,
Mark, you're a master. Seriously, you are. Whether you're too humble, you're absolutely a master.
Anyway, we'll see. Now everything's just kind of taking a dirt nap. I got a little order there at 33. I might want to pull down to right there at that critical level. You got a regression channel right there below it. You got your gold level down there at 27. So it's kind of mushed up in here a little bit, What's it going to do? I don't know. We'll see here. We'll watch it for a little bit, see if it wants to pull down there or not. And the 9, it's still staying below the 9. To the downside, the trend is down since this all happened, right? So here comes the 9 dropping, getting a little heavier there. And it's just right at this critical level here. Does it want to pull down or not? Right? So anyway, we'll see. Just kind of running out of steam, actually. Yeah, maybe everybody, because the market is closed. Well, the futures market is open for a limited time tomorrow, but it is a federal holiday in the United States. So, don't know what their sentiment is right at the moment, whether they want to hold through Thursday or not, because they can still participate tomorrow, even though generally when the U.S. markets are closed, the rest of the markets kind of blow donkey water, right? So anyway.
Benzene Squawk has disconnected.
What was that?
Zinka speaking Russian now?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, has been disconnected.
Yeah, whatever that guy said.
It ain't that. It ain't Bazinga. That was one of our people said that. What was? Who was that?
I don't know, but they got a good voice. Bad language.
I thought it was Bazinga. I'm like, what's going on, Mark?
Can't hear you there, EC. Hey, EC, you want to share how you did today or not? You want to keep that to yourself?
I did pretty amazing. Well, I posted it.
Talk into your mic.
You can hear me?
If you talk into your mic better, I can, yeah.
He's coming in kind of low. Out to
I
us.
am. You guys can hear me now?
Yeah, you're coming in clear now.
A little bit more.
All right.
Little low, but
I am. I got. Wait, I think I need. Oh, how about now?
still a little low, but you know,
Sounds better.
put a little bass in your voice.
Yo, yo, yo.
How about this?
now?
How about this? How'd you do today, EC? What have you learned over the last 4 weeks?
Revenge trade.
Yeah.
Hit him with that. Hit him again, Mark. Mark, I don't think he felt it enough.
Just kidding. JK.
You see, you've been doing real good here
I
lately,
forget
though.
today.
I like that.
I just posted my thing on the chat so you guys can see.
Good.
Good job.
Yeah, we won't say it publicly unless you say it publicly. So
Mm-hmm.
that's how we roll around here.
Today was an account changing day.
All right.
What I'm talking about.
Well, I would like to point out who was hosting today, Another account changing day. Who was the
Shout out
host
to
today
Ange.
during the lives? I don't know if there's anything statistical thing that could be associated with that or not, but I'm just saying, just saying. I don't know. Seems to me that the last times I've had to fill in for coach, there's been account changing days. I don't know if it's got anything to do with the host or not. I'm just saying,
No,
just
Are
saying.
you saying whenever you host? Are you saying whenever you host the market rallies?
Is that what you said, Ralph?
Is that what that's what I
heard it from
heard? I
Ralph.
think I heard that.
I heard that.
I think I heard every time Mark hosts
Coach might be
market
listening.
rallies.
Coach might be listening. Yeah, proof's in the pudding, buddy. Proof's in the pudding.
Boy, I smell bullshit. Oh boy. Steaming pile of
Oops, he's here. Sorry. Never mind. Shh. Hi, Coach. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man? I just wanted to tell you guys this is amazing. One of our members just posted a profit of a single day profit, names will not be mentioned, of $1,094,856.59.
Oh.
Let's go ADT.
Wow.
Boom. Shakalaka.
All right, all right, all right.
Listen, you're being rude. You're fake news. You're fake news. Stop being rude. You're fake news.
What? The heck was that?
That is such fake news.
Fake news.
You're fake news.
My son got me.
What the heck was that?
Yeah, my son got me this. It says fake news on it with a big red button.
Listen, you're fake news. You're fake news.
Oh, that's
God.
by the way, our member that made over $1 million today did this on a tablet on vacation.
Hey, that's what you call paying for your vacation, right?
Exactly. Trading 1,100 SPX contracts at a time.
Wow.
Yep. That's how you do it. Listen, everybody, I tell you all the time, and I know you guys think it's some sort of sales thing, but listen, Mark is proof in the proof is in the pudding over here. Mark, right, our $1 million man. Listen, once you get it down, then it's just about position sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So once you are a good trader, you just increase position sizes. That's it. That's it, right?
a
You don't
number.
want to Yeah, you don't want to increase position sizes while you're losing because then you'll just lose faster. But as soon as you get this, as soon as you are dialed in, as soon as you understand this and grasp the concepts and have your mechanics down in stop losses and risk management, then it's just about adding more position sizes. That's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. Mark, am I right by you just adding
Yes, sir.
more contracts to it, right?
I didn't change my trading strategies. I still concentrate on the break and hold above or below the 9.
That's
taking
right.
in the big picture of the indicators and historical levels.
Yep. So that's just saying, gang, right? I mean, Mark, you had an amazing day yesterday and another amazing day today, right? It's just larger position sizes. Same great trading, just larger position sizes. That's all.
That's it.
That's all it is. Get her done. I heard what you said earlier, how much you made today. Holy crap. Nice job.
Yeah, and I didn't even trade today till just now.
That's while you are training.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do that, and I don't advise anybody to do that. I mean, we see what happens to you on a daily basis, right? You get distracted talking and answering questions and watching monitors and all the bells and whistles going on around you. You know.
Yeah, for sure. You know how many times I've put in a trade and forgot about the damn thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've
like,
had members call you out. Hey, coach, you been in that trade still?
Yeah, coach, are
you're a million in the hole now, but
you know you're in there, right? Right. They always get the coach. You know you're in that trade, right? I'm like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, all the time, coach. When I'm working, I'll put a trade in. I have to take calls. I'll take a call, and I'll come back and like, oh my god, I'm still missing.
Yep. Oh yeah, especially when we will like blow through stops and weird stuff, and you're, oh my gosh. They were really bad back in the day. You guys remember they'd blow right through my stuff, and the stop would still be just sitting there, and yay!
Yeah,
good times.
I think this is the first time I traded real during FOMC. I've done paper trading.
Yeah.
Because I tell everybody, you ain't got no business trading now. It's not worth it.
Well, if you think about it, the only difference is honestly is just faster, right? So it's because there's more volatility, meaning more volume that's inside. It's just faster, right? There's always the knee-jerk reaction that always happens. So sometimes you can, because let's face it, it's luck. Sometimes you can get lucky, right? And have that the correct way. And I'll play that a lot, right? I'll throw something really small in there with a stop. You already know if it's going against you, it's going to blow through your stop and you're going to do some damage. But on the occasion that it's a good setup, it takes off and you're like, yay. But I always treat that like a lotto. The first 10 minutes is a lotto because it takes a minute for it to calm down. And then everybody has to absorb the information that happened. And then, it still bounces around until it settles down. I mean, think about this. Once that news happened, it shot to the upside.
Right.
And then it tanked. And then it tried to repeat, right? So it came back up on that double top. And that's when I hammered those puts off the double top. Because with that news, I'm anticipating red, right? That's crap.
Right.
Even though the market loves no news is good news, to me, I know it's crap. I know that having tomorrow off and people seeing that the no rate change to me equals people don't want to be sitting in that. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew there'd be some sell off. So I knew as soon as we hit that double top, lights out, right?
Yep. And then they came out and said no cuts probably till next year.
Yeah,
that's all right.
That's oh my god.
No hope at all. We're just not going to give you one till next year.
Yeah, not even we'll reevaluate it in the third or fourth quarter to see if we need to. Just like, we'll look at it in a decade.
Yeah, that's a sticker. Yeah, it is what it is, right?
Yeah, that's just silly. I don't understand that. Usually they don't do that. They don't say we'll look at it after 6 months. They say we will reevaluate it as time comes.
Yeah.
Not we're not going to do anything until next year. Who says that in June?
I don't know.
He
Usually
has
they
never
talk out
done
of both
that.
sides of their mouth, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll usually, say one thing, but then, which is okay because we all know that. They got to reevaluate as they go. We get that. But just to flat out say, no, we're not doing nothing. I think that's just a slap, right? I think that's a slap to get Mr. T all fired up. I
Yeah.
think that's all that is.
It could be. Yeah. Payback,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Like, hey, you're gonna run your mouth. I'm gonna do it right back. They're at the biggest table, so I get it.
Yeah,
I
and
get
let's
it,
face it, the Fed chairman has worldwide power because he affects the world's market, not just ours.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. It's
Right.
its own entity. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there is no boss. So that's their job, is so there isn't any weird bias and all the nonsense. Even though we know some of that happens. I mean, come on.
Right.
But
exactly.
There's not supposed to be. I mean, we were lowering interest rates during the largest inflation, right, the country's ever seen before. We did it, 4 times last year?
Yeah.
Right? During the highest inflation we've ever seen. So, yeah.
Well, you got NQ, you got ES both pushing VWAP, so, and critical levels to the upside. Will it continue? I don't know. We'll see. But
yeah, absolutely. So SPY right now, just everybody that's listening. I know we're trading futures. I'll give you that in a minute. SPY, we had a couple critical levels. One was 597.50. The other one is right now, which is around 599. If you guys are looking at ES, major level that we had for ES was around this 60.20, which it hit 26, 60.36. And then again, I've got another major level around 60, 69. So somewhere around there, right? Which is where we hit that double top on the big pullback.
Yep.
So those are the major levels. NQ, which is what I was trading today. NQ up here on the top is, I've got it around 22,077 was a big one. 22,059. And then the one that we had down there on the bottom, which was around 21,884. So those are the major levels. That's all. By the way, when I'm by myself, that's all I typically trade is NQ. I don't really trade anything else, but just because to me it moves like SPX. Right?
Yeah.
So if I'm trading in the stock market, it's SPX. So, yep, absolutely. Now remember, everybody, if you had a good day today, then today is a great day to shift that money out of there.
Buy a new car.
My brand new car. Shift it, pay off some debt, pay ahead, get those tires, pay off the credit cards, pay off your college tuition loans, pay something down, do something with it. Don't just leave it there to do nothing, right?
Right.
So do something with it. But hey, congratulations on everybody. Mark, great job today. Let's give it up for Mark, huh? What a great job. Good job.
Great job,
Good job, Mark. How's that? Cheered myself. How's that?
Nice job. Good job.
Yeah, well.
Nice work.
See what happens today here and tomorrow.
That's right. Tomorrow, everybody, make sure you guys journal. Now you get to review those journals, right? Make sure you look back, see what was going on, where your heads were at, if there's anything that you guys can adjust. I'll probably go live tomorrow, just to like TikTok or something, just to answer questions, reach out to our general audience. So if you guys see me go live tomorrow, just jump in there and say hi. But I will try to make some time for that tomorrow. Like I said, too, I've got a bunch of my tech toys. They're all over the place. It looks like a tech hoarder. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. We've got the new Galaxy Fold 7s coming out. There's like some new stuff coming out that I need to be ready for. So I don't think I need like 15 tablets, 8 phones, 6 VR, AR headsets, and all this crap. So
is it need or want? There's a difference, Coach.
Right. Yeah. These are toys. Let's be honest. These are all just toys.
Some people hoard cats. You hoard tech toys.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, some people go to the bar every week or, you know,
Yep.
whatever that I just buy tech crap, right? My idea of a good time, like I've got a new iPad coming tonight. Why? Because I have an iPad Mini 7, I've got an iPad Pro 11, I've got an iPad Pro 12.9. And now I have the iPad Pro 13. That'll be here in about 20 minutes. So my idea of fun, instead of sitting around drinking at the bar or whatever, is I'm going to be firing up a new iPad.
There you go.
Oh, I want an iPad.
Nerd.
Wee.
Nerd.
So Matt just says, keep talking, coach. Your vibe's making me money. All right.
Yeah, making the market
Yeah,
go
yeah.
down, coach. Keep it up. Keep talking.
Yeah. It's not Mark. Mark isn't doing it. It's only when the coach shows up.
Well, I don't know, coach. I've filled in for you a couple days here now, and every time it's been account changing days. I'm just saying.
Come on, you are fake news. You fake news.
Oh, that's awesome. Listen, everybody, have an amazing day. I'm going to pop in here, like I said, tomorrow. I'm going to spend some time. Maybe I'll spend a couple hours with you. Maybe we'll do some fun tech crap. I don't know. Maybe be off topic, Q&A, ask me whatever. So everybody have an amazing, blessed day. Thanks again, Mark. I appreciate you. Love all of you moderators. Thank you, community, for being here. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe, do all the things. If you guys are feeling really generous today, make sure you go over there and tip your moderators today. That would be amazing, right? Let's send them off today for tomorrow that everybody can go have a nice lunch or dinner. That'd be great. Go over, hit that tips moderator, throw a bunch of money right at their face. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. Have an
Out of
amazing-
here, coach. Have a great one.
See ya.
Love you, coach.
See ya.
Have
Love
a
you
good
guys. I'm
weekend.
out.
I mean,
See ya.
It's a
See
good
ya.
day.
See ya. See ya.
Why does it feel like the weekend?
You are watching a
Like
master at work.
Today is just Wednesday. It's hump day.
The one, the only, Coach Chad Christian. No, we will not be having any lives tomorrow as far as futures go. Even though you may be able to trade some on your own, have at it.
I just want to warn against that. Anytime they have a U.S. holiday, like the markets, they still be open, but the volume be extremely low. So, I mean, if you see a setup, I'm not saying don't take it, but just be mindful that whenever the U.S. banks are closed, volume is just it kind of sucks, you know.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's coming down to that gold level again. Wonder what will happen there. Huh. Well, it's 3:30, you know. Got a half hour left in the day. Wonder what could happen here.
I want to say the last holiday that we had, um, the London session was okay, but the closer we got to New York session, the volume just really dried up. So
Now, that's the second time I've done that, Ralph. Doggone it. I
What'd
got
you
out
do?
of there right before it hit the gold level, and I didn't hit back up, hit the bounce up. That's the second time I've done that.
Oh yeah.
Had 3 chances, and I blew 2 of them. Oh, well. I was listening to you talk. I'm at 131, by the way. So, anyhow. Joe Love. Oh, what did I say about trolls today before we went live? What did I say? What did I say? I said, no love for trolls today. See ya. Goodbye, Felicia. Goodbye.
Come back with the burner account. We'll block it too.
Yeah, I know. It only blocks them for so long anyway. It ain't like it's a permanent thing. They'll be back.
Ralph, are you
James L
scalping
says
off,
to you, Ralph.
off Weeble?
What's that?
Are you scalping on Weeble?
Yes, sir.
Ralph, or
I am. Yes.
what about Ralph?
No, I'm not trading right now. My trading view was lagging. I heard you say that. I guess
So
it's
you
because
are
of
you,
all the volume. I don't know.
yeah, all the orders coming in, right?
Yeah, they come in, but they coming in kind of slow. On TradingView, they are. I just stopped trading. So yeah, I heard what you said that. I don't know what's up with TradingView. Um, maybe did you try restarting the program? Like, did you
Yeah, I've done
turn it
that
off and
before.
turn it back on?
It must be, I don't know, something about syncing it with Webull. It's just really laggy. Yeah, what happens
Yeah,
is
and I
I'll get in a position, I'll sell, and what will happen is it won't go through, and then it lags, and then creates a if it's a long, it goes into a short, the opposite direction. Sometimes it works in your favor, you know what I'm saying? But it's just
yeah,
not tradable that way. I'm green, really green,
well, yeah,
but
yeah,
I gave back a lot from this lag.
yeah. So you using TradingView, but you logged in through Webull. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
yeah, but it's got
Mark, are you watching TradingView and then you just scalp or
Yes.
trade off of
Yes,
Webull
I
itself?
am. Yes, I am.
Copy.
Yeah, I don't chart.
watching
I
it
don't
ain't
really
no
chart on
problem.
Webull, but I watch my TradingView. That's why I'd rather do both, but I'm not doing it while I'm live. I mean, I got to do one or the other, right?
So, Mark, it's synced together, but you're actually just hitting the buy sell off Webull.
Yeah, I know, but I can't really hide. It's hard to hide what I'm doing here on TradingView to get rid of this whole pane down here. I haven't figured out how to make this pane invisible so they can't be seen publicly because I don't want people seeing what I got in my account, right?
Right.
On paper, I don't care. It's fake, right? I mean, yeah, I can drag this down here like that, but I'm always afraid that, I'll bump it or something. I just don't want to expose my personal information. Or I haven't deep dive in to see if there's a way to actually make that invisible. If there was, then yeah, I wouldn't be against doing it, right? On
the bottom. So
Webull, you
you
can,
click,
right? So
if you click that little dash down there, it won't disappear
I don't know.
on TradingView, right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but
Now,
still,
is it gone?
I don't know. It did, I guess.
It's still there. Oh.
But now I can't.
So, Mark,
but
what
the
you're
problem
doing,
is now I can't make sure I'm out of the trades either. So, yeah, it's
So
whatever.
you have Webull open for your level 2, right? And then you have your TradingView, and you're charting on
They're
the
always
3.0.
both open. They're both open all
And
the
then
time.
you're charting off the TradingView, but actually when you make your when you're buying, you're buying on Webull.
Yeah,
Is that what
I'm
you're doing?
using the broker's thing, buying and selling. Now, when I'm trading on my own in private, right, I do it through here. I love doing it through TradingView. But today I decided to share my TradingView screen, so it shows there, right? So that's why I don't trade while we're trading live, because, I'm not afraid to tell you guys, right? But I'm not going to go tell a bunch of people out in the interwebs, right?
Right, I get it.
You know what I mean? So.
And then if you make a mistake and hit that, it'll show it.
Yeah, so. Right. No, it's pretty well hit on Webull, to do that. But, eventually I'm going to have to look at my P&L to see where I'm at, right? That's why I just don't do it. I have 5 screens. I can move them to one of them, right? So.
Exactly.
I mean, that's just part of being a moderator, right? That comes first. Trading comes second.
Yeah, so
and I have this great thing about futures is I can trade, get up in the morning and do it, and be done for the day. I love it.
Yeah, I see a way that you can hide the positions, but that won't help you because you need to hide this.
Yeah, I need to eyeball. It's just more that I need to check every now and then. I would guess you could do like the Kenny Rogers. You can count it's time for counting when the dealing's done at the end of the day, right? You don't look at it at all, but who does that, right?
Right.
You got to peek at it once.
No way to hide it. Well, just keep going the way that you're going. It's fine.
All right, I'm out here, guys. I'm trading the 7 to 11 p.m. shift tonight. So God bless. Thanks y'all.
Green today, though, right, Matt?
11.
Yeah, very green. Very green.
There you go, buddy.
Thank
Congratulations.
You guys. Thank you, Mark. Yep.
All
Thanks,
right,
Ralph.
man.
All right.
Ciao, bud.
All right.
I love this place. I love this.
Which place would that be, Matt?
Make it
.com.
7 to 11. That's that Tokyo shift. I'm gonna be trading that one tonight too, because of FOMC. The FOMC didn't go as hard as I thought it would, though. Well, we expected that anyway, though, right?
Right. We expected a nothing burger, right? No
Mhm.
change. The whole market did. It was
Exactly.
already baked in, but whatever, right?
Oh,
Right.
Ralph, before I go, did you hear that dude on Squawk with a real low voice? Kind of sounded, you said,
Yeah, that's what I
so if you
said. He
had a white
sounds just
brother,
like
there's your
me.
white brother right there.
Yeah, for real. He sounds like, what the hell is that? Who is that sounding like me?
That's kind of like you, bro.
Yep. Oh, Mark, I think I found it. Hold on.
Found
Yep, I
what?
found it, Mark. So the way that you can hide it. All right, so open the pane
Hmm.
and now go like you're gonna sign out. Go to
Okay.
the Weeble like you're gonna sign out
Okay.
out of paper trading,
Mhm.
and you go up here and go to where it says summary row and unclick cash balance.
Where?
You can leave where it says summary row,
Some.
like summary row. Like, okay, you know how you click on Weeble and the drop down comes up to
Yeah.
log out. If you click summary row,
I don't see it.
well, you in paper trading right now, so you got to
Oh,
go to
yeah.
your off stream.
All right.
You got to
Well, right
go
now I'm watching
whenever.
this for trading purposes, so I'll look at that later. All right. So there is a
Right.
way to do
So,
it, right?
yep.
All right.
I figured it out. That's all we need. We know how to do it now.
So I have to log out of the.
Yeah, later, whenever you do it later.
Okay. So log
You got
out
to
of
do
the
it now.
real paper trading, then look for summary row.
Whenever you in your real account,
Okay.
look for summary row, and you can hide your balance that way.
Oh, okay. I
You
figured
won't
there
be able to
was a
see
way.
it
I
if
just
you on paper
hadn't.
trading.
Every time I think of it, I don't
Yeah.
look it up, and then I forget.
Yep.
I got to hit
I
on
didn't know you can do
Weeble,
it.
but
Yeah, for your real trading, so you could keep the P&L is the one that you really want to get through. You could uncheck either one of them. That whole row you can uncheck.
oh,
And
okay.
put it the way you want to put it. You can leave the P&L, take the balance off,
Oh,
open P&L.
okay.
It's cool. I didn't know I can do that.
Yeah,
I
I
found
just.
something before Doug.
I mean,
I
most
bet you
software has
Doug
a way
already
of
knew
doing
that.
things, right? You just got to figure out what it is or Google it, right?
Yeah. Now let me get back to MES.
All right. So for those of you playing at home, what do you think of the FOMC day and our coverage and how we traded and talked about it? Yada yada yada. Yes, no, thumbs up. Greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't know what. I'd like to see this pop up here a little bit instead of just sitting here like it is right now. I'm stuck right here at these indicators. You're going to get a little pop here or not. You see it go back up to that 60-51 line. Don't want to do it for some reason. All right, you're going to play around now, huh? You're going to pop up there? Give it a little shot, are you? Huh? Come on, you can do it. Come on. You can do it.
You can do it!
Come on, pop up there. Get up above them other candles. Go ahead. You can do it. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you just don't want to. Here we go. All right, let's see what you can do here now, right? Can you do it? Maybe not. Nope, there's a candle staying above the 55 that time. What do we got to the upside? Any big sellers up there anywhere? I don't really see anything. They're all about the same size. So it looks like they're fighting over the price here. So I was going to probably continue to consolidate here a little bit. Like watching the paint dry, right?
It looked like MES can roll down and make a new low, but at the same time, you got a double bottom right here. So it's probably, if it could get some momentum, we'll get a 2-minute EWO signal and ride up to the upside.
All right, you going to try to break up above that little mini double top now, or are you going to just keep playing games? Oh, there's a little candle. I tried, but it couldn't do it. Doesn't have the energy. It's tired. Come on. Then don't do it then.
If it come down past below the 9, I'm gonna hammer it. Breaking hold of the 9 is what I'm waiting for to the downside.
Could be. Now you got that 40 level too. That 60-40 level is a good strong support level. So that's about where the wick went to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. What else we got moving? Anything else moving in this world? Probably not. They're all the same. Would imagine. Yeah, they're all flattened out. Yeah, gold
Everything is
gold
flat.
really went down, didn't it? What's your euros and all them doing? Nothing.
They made a new low.
For today.
Yeah, for today. I had to clarify that because it's way up there. So it made a new low, and now it's trying to bounce back, and I'm looking for it to continue down. It actually looks similar to MES, which is really weird.
Get back here to future.
Very low energy though.
Yeah, the
MES
dollar's
moving,
like a
Mark.
tenth up for the day dollar index, so it's kind of flat also. So
MES making a little pop there, Mark.
yeah, I see that.
Upside? Yeah, it
Got a little
is.
pop.
Okay.
Little trying. Little
Let's see
Houston
if we're
thought he
gonna hold.
could. Might go up to 60-50 again. We'll see. He wants to go that high or not, or people just teasing. You know, they might just be just
VWAP in the
playing.
200.
You know, got that little top, and then VWAP in the 200s up there. So it's gonna take a lot to get it bust through to the upside, right? Got that barrier, you got a strong level here of resistance, plus you got VWAP at the 200. So, you know, it is what it is. It will be what it will be. And we got about 15 minutes left in the day.
The last 15 minutes of power hour is going to be volatile.
Yep, coming up this level again here. Testing, going to reject again. Huh? Yeah, probably. I would say it would. What are you going to do? Or are you going to go down, or not? 45 maybe? So, yep, chaos. Maybe it'd be a huge sell-off at the end of the day, right? Or they already have and they're done for the day, right? So it could be the reality of it too. Which indicator is the red bad? The indicator that's orange on there. Oh, this here? Oh, this? This is the Elliott wave oscillator graph is what that is. Just shows you a wave, how it moves in waves type of thing. Pedro over there on TikTok, live chat. You going to break down there or not? You're going to keep bouncing around. That's what you're going to do, aren't you? Is this the indicator you're talking about, Pedro? Is this one here? That's the Elliott wave oscillator. What that is. That's a red EWO to the downside or green EWO to the upside. It's a visual representation of what's going on. All right, what's going on over there with the YouTubes? We're going to see any volatility? What do you think? TikToks, what do you think over there? What do you think is going to happen in the last 10 minutes here of the day? Think it's going to go crazy, or do you think it's going to stay flat? Predict. Carry on. What do you think? Gonna have a hard time going up because of VWAP and the critical levels of the 200. See this up here? This is strong, strong level. If it breaks above that, it's gonna go up, but it's pretty tough. I think I'd have an easier time going to the downside because you have this level at 51, you have the 200, you have VWAP. Now it's on a 1 minute chart, obviously. What's it look like on a 2 minute? We'll see what that looks like here real quick. And you got more of a gap there, right, on a 2 minute chart. But if I'm scalping here, which I'm going to be in this case on a 1 minute chart, I want to know where those things are at, right? Got the old little boot thing going there, kind of, right? So I would say it'd be easier to move it to the downside, but time will tell. I'm not going to form a bias, but I do know now if I'm going to enter this trade, I got to watch this up here. It'd be much better if it was to the downside. However, these indicators have now switched around. You got the 9, 55, and 21, so they're kind of jangled, which indicates weakness right now. You ideally want to see them 9, 21, and 55 numerical order stacked on top of each other for a better trade. So we will see. See if it wants to break and hold down here or not. We don't know, right? So. J-Dog, this is for you. Oh, here's another one. And a boo. One more for good measure. You know what that's for, J-Dog, over there on YouTube Live. Wait, what happened there? That candle just, it was like, did I lose connection there for a second or what? I can't, I'm sitting there, what's this thing doing? And then all of a sudden the candle pops.
I just got stopped out on a trade.
So it wasn't just me then?
No.
It's like, what the heck happened there? Did we lose connection or something? I don't know. That was kind of strange. I'm sitting there, where's the candle at? And then bang, looked like a light, double-edged lightsaber. What's that called there? Who's the geeks that know that Star Wars stuff where it's light sword on both ends? Yeah, that cost me money, so it's okay.
I had a stop in, but
now it's trying to head back to the downside. Crazy.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a lot of chop going on here, right? Be nice. It's got an easier road to go down than it does up.
That 60-41, I tell you.
Mm-hmm. Tough spot. That's it. I'm stopping. I've been having too many. I mean, I think this is going to pull down more, but I've been giving too much back here. I've been having good green, red, green. Yeah, stop. I'm done. I'm going to call it 130. Let's say 132, 620. How's that? That ain't bad for an FOMC meeting, right? Minus
Not
minus
bad.
about 2,000 for 1,600 for what I made this morning. That's it. I'm done. I'm calling it, throwing in the towel. Could I make more here? Probably. Yeah, it'll probably pull in the last 5 minutes, but it'll be just like the FOMC meeting. You don't know, right? It can go either way real quick. All
Yep.
right. I do thank everybody for being here. I got to go run over and check on the contractors before they pack up here at 4:30. Anyway, plus we started early. So you got to full 2 hours. Hopefully you enjoyed the FOMC meeting. Yes, sir, 408-079. That is what I made here. Anyway, glad you could be here. We are live 3 times daily. Coach is live from 9 to 11 daily, Monday through Friday. I'm live here with the Futures Education and Training Program, live daily from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. And we have the Aftermarket Show starting at 5 p.m. tonight and every night over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Remember, there will be no broadcast tomorrow. Tomorrow is a federal holiday. As such, us here at AmericanDreamTrading.com will not be broadcasting live. Now, Coach did say he may pop in on TikTok tomorrow for a Q&A session, that kind of thing. So make sure your notifications are turned on on all your social media so you get that notification if Coach goes live. So look for that tomorrow. Y'all have a great day tomorrow. Take the day, relax if you're fortunate enough to have the federal holiday off. For those you don't, well, I guess you're getting paid overtime. Holiday pay tomorrow. If not, sucks to be you. So, anyway, glad you be here with us today. Make sure anybody you come in contact with here in the near future that you leave lasting positive images and put a smile on your face, because you never know what that person you're talking to is going through. So try to be that positive, uplifting person in their life. We will see you the same time, same bat channel, except for tomorrow because it's a federal holiday. See you, and thanks for being here.
All right, have a good one, Mark.